Hi guys, it's me, Boo.
And Dad.
And today we're going to be reviewing the new WWF Championship.
Right. This is the dual-plated winged eagle from the WWE shop. And it's, I think, fairly new. Been out, what, about a year maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that. So,
It's been on the hunt for this for a while.
yes, if you follow the channel, we got the old WWE shop winged eagle probably 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, for Dad's birthday.
I think it was COVID year, 2020. Yeah, it's about 3 years ago. And then, of course, since then, they come out with this one, which looks 100% better, way more accurate to the very first winged eagle. Because the original one just had a lot of shortcomings, which we'll get into that later. We're going to do a comparison. But let's go ahead and get this one out and show you what the updated one looks like. Now, while Boog's getting it out, you can see how it's packaged here. Now, we bought ours off eBay. It did not come from the WWE shop. It was still listed as brand new on eBay, but I picked it up for about $320. We had tried a few times to get it from the WWE shop with the 20 or 25% coupon, and for some reason, even at WrestleMania time, got a little bubble wrap. This title was not, or was excluded from the deal.
I don't think you were looking for it very well in WrestleMania.
Yeah, I was. I had it pulled up on the computer. Every other title in the shop just about gave you the 20 or 25% off, except for this one. So, unfortunately, like I said, I didn't purchase it then, but I found it on eBay for, I think me and the guy went back and forth, and we sold it $320 with free shipping. So I was happy with that. I think on the WWE shop it's listed at $450, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so here's the back of the bag. There's the front with the awesome old school WWE logo, WWF, whatever you want to call it. Looks amazing. The bag looks like it's in really good shape. It even come with a little foam. So yeah, I think looking from the bag, I think the description was accurate. It pretty much is brand new. He said it was purchased, put on display, and never touched. So, like, okay, I'm cool with that. All right. It's the back with the zipper.
It's time, yeah.
It is time.
Jack, you go ahead and give everyone a look.
Oh, yep. So as you see, Boogs open it up here. We can already tell this one has a curve, whereas the old WWE winged eagle was pretty much flat.
And it has a gold tip.
Yeah, it has gold tip, which that bothered me a lot.
And also the screws are covered.
Yeah. The old one, the screws are not covered. On this one, they are. This is supposed to pretty much be an exact replica of the original title that debuted in 1988. So this is the one that Hogan debuted and almost immediately lost it to Andre the Giant. And then from there, it went to $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase for just a minute.
I don't even think WWE actually counts that as a reign.
Well, yeah, but just as far as TV story goes.
Yeah.
And then from there, it immediately was vacated until WrestleMania 4. And then, of course, this is the one that Macho Man won originally in the beginning. So, yeah. That's what it's based off of. You can see the back. It's got the certified, whatever they say.
Official, authentic, replica championship title. Made in China, shop WWE.com. Trademark 2021. WWE, all rights reserved.
Okay, so this one debuted in 2021, so about 2 years ago. And this is another big thing I'll show you while it's turned over that the other belt did not have that always bothered me. But on the original title, these are the tips of the eagles. They're supposed to stick out above the leather. The other one, they did not. Of course, this one they do. So that's already a big plus. And as I said, you can see this curve. I hope you can see it on camera. But it is a significant curve compared to the other one.
You should definitely see a lot better on screen.
Yeah. Let me do this thing while you can. All right, dude. Let's show this thing off.
Stand ready for the grand reveal.
I'm ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I should be playing the Macho Man's music. Da, 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 da. Wow. Look at that.
Wow.
That was fantastic on camera.
Yeah.
Beautiful. This is way better than any of my wildest expectations. Pictures do not do this thing justice. Um, this is what it's supposed to be. This is a beautiful, beautiful belt. Let's get this out of the way. And I'll be honest with you, when I was a kid watching them win this title, I never noticed it was what they call dual plated. So this is gold. This is like a nickel finish. But, you know, depending on the angle and the way the light's hitting it, you don't notice that nickel finish.
Yeah, like from up here, I can't tell. It's all gold.
Right. And on TV, you couldn't hardly notice it. But something about it, the two-tone gives it, I don't know, kind of like a sparklier, shinier look. Not really sure how to describe it. I think because this almost reflects like a mirror. So it reflects off the gold. So it really makes it, you know, stand out and sparkle. To me. But yeah, this is a beautiful belt. They've nailed it. If I'm not just looking at it from the front, I think this right here is really raised a lot compared to the other one we have.
Yeah.
Maybe this too. Wrestling champion. Now, I do know the original ones with this title, they were, I believe this was, I think it was misspelled. Something here was misspelled. So I did see some YouTubers that got the first versions of this, were able to actually keep the title, and WWE Shop just sent them a brand new one with it corrected. I can't remember which letter it was, but somewhere in here there was a misspelling. So good for them. Yes. Now there was this title was around for 10 years, so they did make a change somewhere about midpoint, the 4 or 5 year mark, and they got rid of the nickel. It became all gold, and they filled in the heavyweight in black, which on this title, it's not. It's in gold.
And this one might come in.
Yes, and that's where now we'll do the comparisons. I think you guys have seen. I mean, you can see it's got the dual nickels here, here, all the way down. Guys grappling, the logo. All right, so now we'll get into the comparisons. Let's move this back a little bit. All right, so of course we have dual plated, and again you can see those eagles sticking up over the top, and then you have the original.
Flat as a pancake.
First thing that throws me off the most on this title is the flat as a pancake. Yes, that's just terrible. You know, it doesn't have a huge curve, but it's got a curve, and it's noticeable when it's missing. You know, because yeah, this thing looks like it was just steamrolled. But I would say the second thing is the dual plating. So if I get down here, I can show you where. Let's see if you can see.
And also you can also see like the curve, but well, it might actually have just a little bit.
I think it has just a little, but when we look at the etching, all right, you can see the eagle on here is not raised very much at all. Neither is the world. The world is a little bit, but not much. When we look over here, let me just show you the eagle. You can see he's raised a lot more here. And to me, you can see what a big difference that nickel plating makes. I mean, this thing just pops, and then you look over here, and it's just, to me, a lot more dull. But yeah, so like I said, the world title is raised a lot here, and not so much here. No nickel plating. You do have the black here, where it says heavyweight. Here, it's all gold. But I love that because, I guess just because it makes all this look like you have so much more gold in it. It's not as busy. But that's just personal preference. So anyway, the next big difference is, I think, in what people complain the most about.
The handlebars type of things.
Yeah, Boog nailed it. So these sidebars. On the original belt, they're supposed to be connected. As you can see on this title, they're separated, they're not connected, and they're just attached to the strap there. So, same thing on both sides. This one, they're connected, and that lets the title do what it's supposed to do. When you hold it up like this, with this belt, you should get this. That's the way it's supposed to look.
Instead of this.
Yeah, that just doesn't even look anything like it. So that was a really big deal. To me, I think it's personal preference. The biggest thing for me was the curve. and that nickel plating, which I didn't even know at the time I was missing, but I just knew it didn't look right. I just remember that one picture at WrestleMania 4 when they're having the final match with Macho Man and Ted. What's his name? Some celebrity brings the belt to the ring, and he's holding it in a red thing, kind of like this. But man, when it's coming down, that thing looks like $1,000,000 on camera. It just looks awesome. And that's because it's this. But this is it, folks. I think WWE Shop nailed it. If you want a Winged Eagle, reasonably priced, this is probably as good as you're ever going to get. I noticed something too. So the etching here, this is a lot deeper on the globe than it is here. So I'm thinking, I guess, let me see.
And also, I don't know if I'm seeing things or not, but it looks like at the end, the strap looks thicker.
Wait, what do you see down there?
The strap from here, it looks thicker on this one, like longer.
You're right. I didn't even look good at the strap, but there is some difference in the strap too, other than the backing. All right, let me point this out. Then we'll look close at the strap. So it looks like they're the same millimeter, like down here at the bottom, even though it's curved. That looks the same to me as this, but
and this is how good the curve is. I can almost fit my whole. I can fit my three. I can fit all my fingers under the curve.
Right. But where this thing gets thicker at is, I guess, the eagle is raised up a lot more. Because when you look over here, look how thick the tips are there. And then here, it's about the same as the plate, on the bottom. So yeah, I'm not sure how they did that. But yeah, it's super cool. I mean, it just looks awesome. I'm in love with this thing. Yeah, that was the best 320 spent ever. This thing is beautiful. That's what I wanted. Me and Boo kind of fell in love with supposedly a real one from Hulk Hogan's Beat Shop back in March. Now, it was autographed, and it was on real leather. We're still not looking at real leather here, but this is nice. Is it different, dude? We're going to look at the strap now. It is different.
Let's see. So, yeah, this one bends a lot better, a lot more than this one.
And the texture is different. All right, see how this is sewn on? This is more made into the belt. And you got a different texture here. All right, let's look at the etching. I think
it is slightly different.
Very close. Yeah, I can't see.
We can see it's like it's definitely be like two. It's like this one isn't here on this one. So this part is completely non-existent on this.
Yeah, you have a whole stamp here that you don't have here on the original. Just give a little more detail. I think this etching still looks the same. Does it look the same to you?
Yeah.
It could. Oh, feel of it though. It's deeper on this belt.
Yeah.
So the etching is the same, but it's deeper on the dual plated. This is very lighter. Is that a word? Very lighter? A lot lighter. And then, yeah, there it goes. So, plates. Again, I think the plates are... I think they're the same thickness. Yeah. So, really, and they look like the same print.
Yeah, really, it just looks like they added the silver.
Yeah, it's just the nickel. That's all. It's the difference on the plates, I think. Same gold tip.
I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same. Well, actually, no. This one, I think they're slightly different because this one is wider.
Yes. So, when a little bit of history, I guess. So, I do know when Savage won this belt, it had Hulk Hogan written here on it. If there's some shots online, if you look them up, where they freeze framed the shots of when he's having his celebration at the end, and it says Hulk Hogan here, and that strap was really, really long, too big for him. So he got a new version of this shortly after that WrestleMania, but it was the exact same, except it didn't have Hogan here. It went to Champion, and the strap was shorter. So it was all the same from here to here. This part here was really long for Hogan, and they just knocked off a lot of that. And that pretty much was his belt until for the entire year reign that he had it.
Yeah. Well, actually, almost a year. He lost it a year after.
Yeah. So again, this belt still based off of that one, and then he lost it at WrestleMania 5 to Hogan, and then Hogan, of course, because the strap was too short, couldn't wear that belt, so Hogan got issued a new belt, and Savage kept this one. And it's my understanding that his brother, the Genius, still has this title. So the Savage kept. So hopefully it'll end up back in, I don't know, the WWE Museum one day maybe.
Yeah.
If they ever make one, that would be awesome to see.
That could be like a cool episode of WWE Champions.
Yeah, that would be great. Finding Macho Man's belt.
And now I think we'll get a comparison of what it looks like on what the title looks like on the
Oh, I get to try it on? Okay. All right. So I'm going to have to hand you the camera.
Alright, yeah, so start with the old title.
Okay, so the old belt, this is, like I said, the original one. I don't know why, like I said, they couldn't do a better job. But that's pretty much it.
And Dad, put it on your shoulder so you can see it better.
That one. And then the shoulder
There
look.
you go.
It's that one. Yeah. It's not horrible. It's just nowhere near as good as it could have been. You know, and this thing wasn't cheap. I mean, what did we pay? $350 or $400 for it?
No, I think we got it back with the prices were cheaper. I think we got it for maybe $200 or something.
No, I've never seen one at $200. $300 would probably be the cheapest if we had a coupon.
I don't know. It was I remember. I think the prices have gone up on them though.
I think they have too. I
Yeah.
agree. I think they have gone up. So yeah, there's him, and then now we have the Ultimate Edition. So I'll put him on. Curve. Looks great.
Yeah.
My fatness is too much. I can't see it, unfortunately. I have to hold it like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely looks more like a championship compared to the other one.
Yeah, definitely. But like I said, not to knock this one. If you're interested, I'm going to put it on eBay because I don't need to. I don't know what I'm going to get for it. I'm probably going to start at $150 on the bid, and whoever takes it gets it. Because this belt was obviously in perfect condition. There's nothing wrong with it, as you can see. So somebody may want it, but I just don't need to in our collection.
Yeah.
Right, dude?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the. Let's put it like this. You can go ahead and finish it up. Let's show them like this.
Yeah.
We're just gonna show you what they look like. I guess whatever you call it, standing up.
Well, actually, before we end, I do want to make one more comparison.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to get it, so I'm gonna have to cut.
All right. Well, you know how to edit, so we can do that, I guess.
All right, be right back, everyone. And we're back, and I kind of wanted to give you guys a comparison of the Big Eagle and the Winged Eagle.
Right. This is continuation of our dual-plated Winged Eagle review from the WWE shop. And Boob also wanted to compare it with the belt that was, what do you say? The belt that followed it.
Yeah,
so
the Big Eagle WWE Championship.
Yeah, when this one was decommissioned, the WWE Championship turned into this, which was very similar version of it, just bigger.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Boob. I'm giving this one to you.
So it's actually really crazy how similar these championships are, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So you can see the font down here is the same. Then instead of the eagle being here, the eagle is up here.
Yeah.
It's it's got its wings spread through the whole entire championship. And then you can kind of see from here, the sidebars are now they're in the main blade.
Kind of got made onto it.
Yeah.
It's obvious whoever made this, I don't know if it was Reggie Parks or whatever, because I think that's who designed this, but if it was obvious he got the mandate from, I guess, Vince or the WWE officials. Hey, we love this belt. We just want it bigger, I think, is what I'd heard was the whole reason behind it is they felt like this one was too small. So yeah, he just took basically all the features from this title and flattened them out and gave it what 2 or 3 inches on the nameplate.
Yeah. So
Well, really all the way around.
what's also interesting is that it has champion in different languages on the side here.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't know that's what that means though. So this means champion,
Yeah.
and this means champion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So also, I think we need to do our own separate review on this title. I don't think we've done one yet.
Oh, we did.
Title.
Okay, well we'll save that for that one. Okay.
So and then you can see plates are obviously different, and since this title is when they have the scratch logo, so instead of being the classic logo, it's the scratch logo for the WWE rights reserved thing.
And I guess technically we're kind of inaccurate because when this title was decommissioned, Stone Cold was the last person to have this title, if I'm not mistaken.
He's the last one who held the.
But it originally went to this, but a blue strap. Am I correct?
Yes.
And then sometime after that, they just changed the strap colors.
And also,
right?
There is something kind of worrying about this championship.
Oh, okay.
So look at the back. Can you tell something different? This championship does not have the certified authentic sticker on the back.
Oh, it is missing the sticker. You're correct. Now, I did buy this one off eBay, so I guess.
Oh wait, right. I think it might be removable.
Oh, it is. It's very removable. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. I think this is kind of what makes it official.
I didn't know that was removable.
Yeah, it's just a sticker, but yeah. So I would say let's to finish it up. Let's stand them up next to each other, and then that way you can really see the size difference. Because my understanding that was the reason for the whole change. They wanted something that looked bigger on TV. And when you stand them up, you can really see they did accomplish that goal. This title is a whole lot bigger. It's more in line, I think, with Big Gold as far as the height goes.
Hopefully that'll be our next title.
Yeah. But it did carry over a lot of the attributes of the Winged Eagle for sure. And hey, they weren't done these. I mean, they know they had nailed the design of the Winged Eagle, but they kept it for 10 years. And then even when it was time for a change, they couldn't get it completely away from it.
Yeah, they didn't get completely away from it until the Undisputed Championship.
Right. All right. So yeah. So now you can kind of see.
I'm pretty sure this championship is like the Winged Eagle's like sister or something.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Definitely the sister. And I think, let's see, if we put them like this is when you can really see the size difference. Now, you can tell how much, I'm going to touch them together, but yeah, how much bigger, how much bigger that plate is than the Winged Eagle. So they did accomplish that goal for sure. But love both titles, I do, but Winged Eagle will always be the one for me. That is my favorite of all of them. Big Gold's probably the only thing that would come in even close, yeah. So they both might be tied for first place because I really like both of them for sure. Big Gold and the Winged Eagle. And hopefully, as soon as they get one in stock, that new Crumb line on the V Shop, in a lot of ways, like they updated this one, they have updated that one, and it looks amazing. At first, I was going to do FanDuel all the way, but then I saw it. I think it debuted at WrestleMania, and to my knowledge, it's been sold out ever since. But when it comes back, we are cashing in on that bad boy because it looks beautiful. And now that I've seen this in person, I totally trust it now because this is nearly perfect. And honestly, let's face it, it's what they should have done years ago, not with this one, but wherever the other one went. We have
I'll go get the other one.
Right. But yeah, this is the dual plate. I love it. I think I'm going to try to find a place upstairs. Me and Boo have a room downstairs where we just have all the titles on the shelves and stuff, but um, we don't go in there every day or anything. But anyway, yeah. So this is what they should have done. When they done this one years ago. I don't know why that would have been so difficult.
And also, this title also looks taller than the old one.
Yeah, I don't know if the curve makes it look like that a little bit, or
I think the strap
how that works.
I think the strap is also taller.
Yeah, it may be. It might have had to be taller for a different cut to have these stick out the way they're supposed to. So that could be it. But anyhow, either way, it's fixed now, and this is a beautiful title, folks. So if you can get this, and especially if you can get it with the discount, I think it's $450 regular, and if you can get it with the discount, I guess at 25% off. What does that get you close to? Three something. So
make sure to look out for the other championship.
Yeah.
eBay coming soon.
Yeah, I think with 25% off, you would get it for about $380. You got taxes and all that. I got this one off eBay for $320. So, close enough. It was a good enough deal for me to cash in. I'm very happy with the seller. He said it was like new condition. It is. Completely agree. This would not look any different if it come from the WWE shop themselves. Or now it's what? Fantastics or something? Fanatics is running the WWE shop now. Yeah, so anyhow, all right.
Just for everyone know again that we'll be putting the old WWF Championship on eBay.
Yeah, so if you're interested in this butte here, I'm gonna list it for $150, and I am fine with selling it for that. I'm just gonna put it on auction for like 7 days and see what happens. We're probably fixing to do that right now. So catch you guys on the next. Everybody, hope you enjoyed it. Winged Eagle Duel played it.
Okay, guys, in this video, make sure to like and subscribe for some more awesome wrestling fun. Bye.
Bye bye.